Hey guys, it's Clayton here. Welcome back to a new video. Today is Sunday, January 11th of 2026, and I hope you're having a great day. I also hope that your 2026 is off to a good start. I'm here to do a little show and tell for you. I'm going to tell you that last night I went to Seattle. I was in Capitol Hill for an event called Shadow Play. It was like an 80s slash new wave dance party at Chop Suey, a venue in Capitol Hill. But my first stop in Capitol Hill last night was Zion's Gate Records. It's one of my favorite record stores and probably the most important record store in my life. But while I was there, I added to my Nine Inch Nails collection, specifically my Nine Inch Nails vinyl record collection. If you didn't already know, Nine Inch Nails is my second favorite band right behind Depeche Mode. This is all Depeche Mode right here. I got some Depeche Mode posters. But I'm just going to be talking about Nine Inch Nails in this video. So last night when I was there, I got two records. Well, one album. I got Pretty Hate Machine Remastered, sort of deluxe. It's only got one additional song, which is Get Down, Make Love, a cover from Queen. I think it's like a B-side on the Sin single. So yeah, the only additional track on Pretty Hate Machine Remastered is Get Down, Make Love. So this one has a total of 11 tracks on it. And the other one I got was the Broken EP. I'm pretty happy to have this. Oh my gosh. Well, for one, I'm happy to have Pretty Hate Machine Remastered also. Pretty Hate Machine is my favorite record, favorite album of all time. And it's actually my third copy of it on vinyl. First copy of the remaster, but I also have an original pressing that I got last year. And then back in 2020, when I relatively knew of Nine Inch Nails, but before I was really a fan, I got this at Silver Platter Records in Bellevue. And then I also have it on cassette and CD. One more Pretty Hate Machine thing. Last night when I was at the dance thing, the 80s dance thing in Seattle, I was wearing my Pretty Hate Machine shirt. So yeah, I love Nine Inch Nails. I love Pretty Hate Machine. And I just want to show off. I'm going to open this up for you and show you what's inside. Also, like, I'm interested to hear, like, if I can actually hear, like, a difference when I'm listening to the record. So when I I think I'm going to listen to this today. But I'm probably also going to listen to a little bit of my other standard pressing that I got back in 2020, so I can hear if there's really like a difference with the remaster. But yeah, I spent quite a bit last night. I spent about $100. These were $50 each. Anyways, let's open it up. Looks like actually folds out, like opens like a book rather than my other copies of Pretty Hate Machine. All right. All right, here we go. So I'm not exactly sure what this. I think the image on this might be a razor. Maybe it's a picture of a machine because it's called Pretty Hate Machine. But yeah, I've never actually known quite exactly what this is, but I do think it's cool artwork on the inside. It says Nine Inch Nails is Trent Reznor, produced by Trent Reznor with Flood, John Fryer, Keith LeBlanc, and Adrian Sherwood. Remastered by Tom Baker at Precision Mastering in Hollywood. Art direction, Rob Sheridan. Original sleeve, Gary Telpis. Remastering preparation, Blumpy. Studios, The Right Track, Cleveland, Blackwing, London, Unique, New York, Synchro Sound, Boston, and Roundhouse in London. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Chris Venna. I've never known how to say his name, but that was the drummer. I think the original drummer for like the first lineup of Nine Inch Nails. Chris Venna, Bart Coster, Ross Rosen, Michael Patterson, and Bicycle. And then it says, fuck you, Steve Gottlieb, and TVT. So Pretty Hate Machine, the first record by Nine Inch Nails, was originally put out by TVT Records, and I know there was I don't know the whole story, but I don't know exactly how to explain it. But like, um, Trent Reznor like got away from TVT Records after this one, and I think he created Nothing Records, which was his own label, and he signed Marilyn Manson, I think. Um, anyways, I know there was some bad stuff with TVT Records. Exclusive representation, Sylvia Artist Management, www.nineinchnails.com or nin.com. All songs written, arranged, programmed, and performed by Trent Reznor, except as noted. And 1989. So I think it was interesting. It said art direction, Rob Sheridan, because I don't know the exact timeline, but I think Nine Inch Nails started working with Rob Sheridan. It was either during the With Teeth era, like 2005, or maybe before that. But I think they worked with Rob Sheridan for at least like a decade, and he's a really cool guy. I don't know what to say. Anyways, yeah, Rob, he inspires me with, I've seen videos like his camera work and like the art he's made, and then there's like a video on YouTube of Nine Inch Nails performing at a festival, and there's like a video of them opening up the festival with the song Somewhat Damaged, which is probably my favorite Nine Inch Nails song. It's amazing. But Rob Sheridan was the one recording, and you can kind of see him like walking around the stage, seeing like the point of view of someone on stage, just like looking at the band members. There's just like one part, probably halfway or like near the end of the song, where Trent just starts jumping, and then you can see all the crowd jumping at once with him. It's amazing to see. But watching what Rob's filmed, like his video work, he really inspires me. Anyways, that's the back. Here's the front. Track list is Head Like a Hole, Terrible Lie, Down in It, Sanctified, Something I Can Never Have, Kinda I Want to, Sin, That's What I Get, The Only Time, Ring Finger, and Get Down, Make Love. It looks like it's actually like a double album, or like it's pressed on 2 different records. And this is on 180 gram vinyl, I think. So it's thicker. All right. Side 1A has Head Like a Hole, Terrible Lie, Down in It, and Sanctified. And side B, 1B, has Something I Can Never Have, Kinda I Want to, Sin, and That's What I Get. All right, I'm going to put that back inside the album. Although, that's not too pretty. I don't know if you can see right here, but there's a little bit of damage to the cover over here. But that's all right. All right, and then the second vinyl in here. All right, side 2A, we got The Only Time, Ring Finger, and Get Down, Make Love. And I guess there's nothing on side 2B, so it's a 3-sided record. I think it's just like all smooth over here, no grooves. Wow, you see that reflection? That's beautiful, except for my messy room that you can see. But yeah, there's no grooves on this side, completely smooth. A little bit of a bummer. I mean, it would have been cool if they had something on the 4th side. All right, then also in the area where the second vinyl is this. So this side says NIN, Nine Inch Nails. And then it's got, on the other side, it's got a lyric sheet for all the songs. Except for Get Down, Make Love. But yeah, it's, along with the lyrics, it does have some credits, like production, yeah, like who produced it. And then on Get Down, Make Love, it says, written by Freddie Mercury, production, Hippo Luxa, engineering, Jeff Critter Newell, Alien Jorgensen. So, I did not know that Al Jorgensen from Ministry did production on this. That's really cool. Trent Reznor, Sean Bevan. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Yeah, I'm excited to listen to this remaster of it. I have tons of vinyl, and most of my listening of music is through streaming on like Spotify, but I like having like records in my collection to like have a physical connection to the music as well as emotional. But I would like to listen to records and like physical music a lot more, and so I'm definitely excited to listen to this. I wonder if I'll hear any difference between this and between what's streaming on Spotify. Yeah, I'm excited. I got some new cables for my speakers earlier, so I can switch my speakers around, because right now where my speakers are, it's kind of like out of order, because I got one speaker that's labeled as right side and the other one's like labeled as left, so it's like, I don't know if I'm making sense, but my speakers aren't arranged right, and I needed to get some new cables for them. I can't really make that make sense. Anyways, there's Pretty Hate Machine remastered. Next up is Broken EP. Now on the sticker over here, it says, I'm gonna try to read this over here. 9 Inch Nails, Broken. It's got the parent advisory label. The definitive, what was I saying? The definitive version of Broken, meticulously prepared by Trent Reznor and 9 Inch Nails art director John Crawford. Remastered in 2016 on 180-gram vinyl with lots of details attended to that you may never notice but we care about. It says 2017 Interscope Records, all rights reserved, unauthorized copying, reproduction, hiring, lending, public performance, and broadcasting prohibited. Made in the EU. Yeah, Halo 5, original release date, September 22nd, 1992. I saw that on 9 Inch Nails' website, you could buy a copy of Broken, and it's got, like, the track list on here is Pinion, Wish, Last, Help Me, I Am in Hell, Happiness and Slavery, and then Gave Up. So, by the look of the track list, it doesn't have the last two songs, Suck and You're Too Physical. I think that's what it's called. I think You're Too Physical is apparently a cover of an Adam Ant song. I don't even know if I think I've listened to part of that before. But if you look on their website, you can buy the Broken EP, and it also comes with a 7-inch single that's got Suck on one side and then You're Too Physical on the other side. And I don't know if you can hear something. I don't know if you can hear it moving around. It sounds like maybe there could be, it's a bit thicker right here, and not just because of the 180 gram. I'm thinking maybe it's possible that there's like the 7-inch single in here as well. So let's see. Let's open this up. I'm just using my thumb for this because I don't really want to take all this plastic off. All right. Okay, so it does have a little booklet. I'm probably not going to read all this right now, but lots of information about the Broken EP. Actually, last night I rewatched the video of Gave Up. It's like, it's not the exact version that's on this because it's like a live performance that was performed with Marilyn Manson too at the Tate House, I think. That's where they recorded the EP. All right, so it's got that booklet. Oh gosh. Yeah, okay. It did have a 7-inch single and it just fell out. I'm happy it's got this. It's like, that's really cool. All right. Yeah, written by Adam Ant, so that's You're Too Physical. A side written by Ant. B written by Trent Reznor / Bigface. All right. There you go. That is the single that has Suck and You're Too Physical. You're Too Physical. Beautiful. Excited to listen to this. All right. Honestly, I can't remember if this is called the sleeve or the jacket. I think one of these is the sleeve and one of these is the jacket, but I can't quite remember the terminology for the vinyl. I mean, obviously, the record. This is the vinyl. But anyways, let's take this out, take a look at it. Looks like both sides have lyrics. So that is pretty cool. And actually, I do have a copy of Broken on CD also. I actually got that a long time ago, probably back in maybe 2018, so years before I started listening to, like really listening to Nine Inch Nails. I think it was at like Goodwill, and it was either at Goodwill or Half Price Books. I guess maybe my first experience of intentionally listening to Nine Inch Nails was listening to the EP. Back then, I don't know if I listened to the full thing or just skipped through some songs, but I do remember back then, vaguely I remember, I think my first really experience with Nine Inch Nails was the song Happiness and Slavery. And I also have, one sec, a cassette tape. Is a compilation of songs live from Woodstock 94, which also has the only Nine Inch Nails performance on here is Happiness and Slavery. One sec. All right, and here's my CD of Broken. Looks like the person who really originally got it was from Sound Stations for $7.99, but that's not where I bought it. But yeah, on here, the track list is 6 songs, ending with Gave Up. I think I heard that the last 2 tracks suck, and the only time were like secret tracks, so they're not on here. And maybe I'm getting this wrong, but like if you put this in like a CD player or if you're playing it in a car, my new car doesn't have a CD player. I wish it did. But if I were to have played it in my last car, it looks like it skips a bunch of tracks and then eventually suck. And not the only time, You're Too Physical play. But I could be wrong. Anyways, yeah. So with Broken, we got this. We got that. EP is split between this record and the 7-inch single. And yeah, this is like too long to read for you right now, but I'm definitely gonna have to read this later. This will be interesting. I also have the Downward Spiral on vinyl and the Fragile. I think those are like remastered editions, so they also have booklets like this with information on the record. I do find it a bit interesting that with this remaster with Pretty Hate Machine, that it doesn't have a booklet with it. It just has the like the lyric sheet and yeah, the list of the producers. But anyways, I guess there's not really much more to say. I just wanted to show off what I got last night. I'm just gonna put the Broken EP back in, what do you call this? The sleeve, the jacket, whatever it's called. I'm putting the vinyl back in there along with the booklet and the 7-inch single. But yeah, it was really cool going back to Zion's Gate Records last night. I hadn't been there in quite a while. Like I said, probably the most important record store in my life. I love it. It's great. It's in Capitol Hill in Seattle. So if you're in Capitol Hill, go check it out. All right. New to my collection. Anyways, I don't know who's going to watch this, but if you watched it, thank you, and hope you have a nice day. Bye.